Hey guys, oh boy, look at this. Oh, these people we got going on already. Hi Zoe, hi Harmona Rose. Harmona Rose, I thought it said Hermione. Um, Hi Zoe, hi Loki, hi Brianna. Hi Carol, hi Peyton. I say hi Moonlight, yeah, I think I did. Hi Kelly, hi Freya, hi Ashes, hi Splash. Hi Nolan. Springsteen. Springsteen would be more like I'm a son of a I wanna turn the burning down in the stream. Alright. Brother's going back to Virginia. Sorry to hear that. Recently found out you live 6 hours from Timber Falls in North Idaho. I don't know what that means. Cool. So, yeah, I'm just doing some stuff today. Got a lot going on today. Updating my portfolio and resume. Because I may have a job opportunity coming up. I'm not getting my hopes up, but it's worth doing anyways because it's nice to have. So yeah, guys, it's Monday. What happened this weekend? Went and saw Avengers again, this time with the kind of extended scenes and stuff. That's nice. It's such a good movie. And I'm like, why? Hey, Zayn. And I said hi to Brianna already. Like, Endgame was so good, and I'm watching it and I'm like getting emotional during the bigger, flashier parts, and I'm like, why? Why am I getting emotion here? And it's like the reason I sort of found myself getting worked up about it is because it's like there's no heroes in real life. Like, I mean, there are. There are no heroes who get as much credit as fake heroes do, and there's no one who can just like stand up and like take take a stand and have the ability to like withstand and escape from the sort of punishment of anyone who's, I don't know. It's not like you can just get up and do something, I guess. And even if you could, you would be crushed underfoot. And I don't know. It's just kind of inspiring to see like this is like an amplified, super distilled, and then like brightened and contrasted and like exaggerated version of someone trying to do the right thing and succeeding. And you look at the real world and it's such a rare thing to see someone just like get up and be like, yeah, I'm gonna single-handedly save the world. But I think that also makes it sound like I'm trying to diminish the good work that people are doing with charities and doctors out there making medical breakthroughs, and but no one can ever be seen as a superhero in the real world, because at the end of the day, you know, you get in enough fistfights and you're gonna end up a broken person. Have you seen the new moves for Loki, Black Widow, Doctor Strange? Have I seen the new movies? I haven't seen. I mean, I've seen what's been released, Moonlight, but obviously those things don't exist yet. Comes out on DVD August 13th. That's cool. Having a bad day because Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, because Anakin Skywalker is on the dark side. Well, Peyton, it's all part of the cycle. Even though things look bad sometimes, it's all part of the overall storyline. Doesn't mean you have to root for Anakin. If he's made bad decisions, doesn't mean you have to try to justify them, but that's how it goes. Hey, Silver Sky Dragon. Sorry, Nolan, that you're not going to be here very long. Phase 4 of Marvel has begun. Phase 4 of Marvel will begin next year. But first, Peyton's going to be excited because that new Star Wars is coming out. We'll see how that shakes out. See what kind real mad takes people are gonna have after that bad boy. Other movies I'm interested in seeing right now. I want to see Godzilla. That's in the cheap theater right now, so I'd really like to sneak up there at some point. But it's showing in 3D, and I don't want to see it in 3D. I want to see it in 2D. I'm excited for Taskmaster coming to the MCU. Yeah, I don't know. Taskmaster kind of always has the same plot line where it's like he shows up, he learns about who he's fighting, does his thing, kicks somebody's ass, then he hides again, and then he comes back to like finish the job, and he starts doing the ass kicking thing again, and everyone's like, oh no, you can't figure him out, he's too crazy. And then someone does figure him out, and it's like, oh well, all it takes is like the fucking crane kick. Like, you just gotta do the thing that no one expects you to do, and Taskmaster is done. But it's also possible that this is gonna be like an Iron Man 3 Mandarin situation where you know, the trailers all show that Mandarin is the villain, and then you get later on in the movie and it's like, oh wait a second, that's not the truth. Mandarin wasn't the villain, it was whatever, Project fucking Crazy Pants, Mr. The guy with the fire fans, the fire hands, I don't know, fire hands man. I hadn't heard about Taskmaster. Hey Gray Wizzy, what else happened this weekend? Played some D&D, that was a lot of fun. I also got to play a tabletop game. A tabletop game called Edge of Darkness. Which was cool. It's by the author and creator of one of my other favorite, of my current favorite game, which is Mystic Vale. His name is John D. Clare. He created Edge of Darkness too. And Edge of Darkness is a way, way, way more complicated version of Mystic Vale. If you can even call it that. I think it's more of a board game than a card game. But, you know, everyone I'm sure has an opinion. How's my kitty doing? Kitty's doing much better. She's not peeing everywhere. That's good. However, I do have to give her medicine every day. She don't like that. She don't like it. So, I'm doing what I can to make her comfortable, but she's a little less trusting of me in the last few days. If I can get her to come over here at any point, then I will. Are you going to get the new Avengers Alliance game for the Switch? I don't plan on it. Honestly, I've been spending way too much time playing video games as it is. I am I don't know. I'm in this mode now where I'm like, oh, I'll work for a little while. I deserve a break, and then I'll play a video game for a little while, and then I'll go back to work. And I'm doing the work. I'm doing some work, but it's also possible that I'm like, oh, I'll do games first. Then I'll do a little work. Then it's lunchtime. So I'll play some games before lunch, and then I'll eat lunch, and then, you know, why don't I play a game a little bit? And then I'll do a little more work, and then I'll play some games, and then I'll look up and, like, the day's over. So for, like, the 5 or 6 times I've played games, I've worked twice. And those working stints might not have been quite as long as I wanted them to be. So trying to cut back on the video games a little bit, maybe replace the video games a little bit more with working out. I'm sort of getting a little softer than I'm comfortable with. I'm eating vegetarian now, and that means a lot more carbs. Where I used to eat meat and salad, now I'm eating like breaded vegetable matter, whether that's protein or not, with a salad and maybe some strawberry. Like, it's harder to get full without the meat. So yeah, I'd like to get a little more physical activity in, rather than sitting at a computer to work, then sitting at a computer to take a break, then sitting at a computer to do this, then sitting on my couch to eat. Like, I gotta get up and do some stuff, and I'm pretty bad at getting up and going. CBC, you didn't miss much. We talked about a couple things, but nothing too intense. I have been working on, and you guys have seen me working on some of the illustrations for the card game that I want to make. And right now, while I'm updating my portfolio, I am taking all the art that I've done and kind of putting it into one big thingamabob. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Friskies Turkey and Giblets canned food is the best way I found to hide meds and cat food. It's stinky and full of iron. It's a pill you have to give the kitty or liquid. It's a liquid, Midori. So I have to get her, and I gotta kind of like get my fingers in her mouth, and she opens her mouth, but then she starts, no, and I gotta get the little. It's like it's not a syringe, it's not a needle, it's a little tube, and I push the liquid through the tube, and she goes, and she doesn't like it, and then eventually she gets it in there though, and then I take a paper towel and I wipe her mouth, because then she's got, it looks like bile, like it looks gross. Brianna, I give her wet pet food twice a day. I give her a little bit twice a day, and she's pretty good with it. I give her the science diet, urinary stuff, specifically to keep her from getting urinary tract infections. But I think the key is I've been cleaning her litter box not nearly as frequently as I should. So that's my thing, is I'm doing that a lot more often, because I think that's where the infections are coming from, is her not having a clean place to do her biz. Burrito. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad wrapping her up. Also, she gets just as scared by having a blanket over her as she does in anything else. So I don't know. We get it done. She just doesn't like it, and I feel bad. I feel like I'm torturing her, but it's all for the best. Ashes, do I believe in ghosts? Not really. I guess I believe in aliens more than I believe in ghosts, because aliens, it's like we're living things on a planet in space. Why can't there be other living things on a planet in space? Ghosts, it's not as, I don't know, it's just not as much of a, I don't know, there's no real basis for ghosts. You can't, like, no one can make a ghost sighting happen twice in a row. And all these people are trying to make it happen. And you can take photos, and there might be an after image or whatever, but I don't know, the ghost thing. She does better with the liquid than the pill. If I give her a pill, she just wharfs it up, and it's gross. Like, she spends the next half hour after taking a pill just absolutely vomiting everything she can out to avoid getting that pill down. Kelly, you didn't miss much. We're just talking about how to give a cat medicine. Would you adopt a dog who is a nut job and has renal problems and has a liver shunt? Brianna, I can't say that I would, especially since I wouldn't adopt a dog right now anyways, because I don't have the space. So I double time wouldn't adopt a dog that I can't take care of. Although I guess I am home more. I don't have the money for medical problems for a dog. I'm sure there's someone who runs a sanctuary. Oh man, I don't want to think about dogs with medical problems who aren't going to get adopted. But I would love to just have dogs who need help if I had more money and space and stuff, and they could run around and be happy, or just lay there and be happy, and I feed them and be nice to them, and that's all I want to do for a dog. My cat is watching this stream with me right now. Oh, that's nice for you. I hope your cat's enjoying it. What else is going on? I got not much. Didn't do much last week. He was born in a shelter and he hasn't been adopted in 2 years. Oh, poor guy. Hey, Liv Mars. I'm gonna be. Oh, I need to say, if you guys are, all you guys that show up early, because it's like already like fucking midnight for you, even though it's not even 11 a.m. for me. If you happen to be up, I guess about 11 hours from now, I'm gonna be on Total Party Kills on Scabby Rooster, twitch.tv/Scabby Rooster. So I'll be playing. Is it D&D 5e? Or is it Pathfinder? I gotta check up with them. We'll see. What would you do if there was a child in front of you? What do you mean, Ashes? If there was just a child? I don't know. Probably be like, hey kid, why don't you go get with your parents? My dog had to have her leg amputated. She's doing really good. Oh, well, I'm glad she's doing good, Kelly. Sorry you got a little tripod dog. But dogs, it's always kind of inspiring to see an animal who's had to have an amputation, but who's just like making the best of it, running around. We had a tripod German Shepherd for a while back home in Rhode Island. My parents did. And she was such a fucking sweetheart. She was a great dog. I miss her. Oh man. Poor little Johnny Tripod. You have to a trim paw, Kelly. A trim paw? Is that what it's called? Hey Olivia. Making a Star-Lord costume that is not screen accurate at all, but I just want to dance. Come and get your love at Comic-Con. Well, cool, Gray. I hope it turns out really good. Oh, Kelly, yours is a German Shepherd too? Oh, man. Front or back leg? Your dog's gonna be okay. Just, just gotta treat that doggy nice. That's all it takes. There was a cat living not far from me that was called Tripod. Yeah, it's a pretty common term for a three-legger. A three-leggy little baby running around. Did you see Spider-Man Far From Home? I did, Freya. I liked it. That's all I'm going to say about Spider-Man. Because I don't want to talk. Because we don't do spoilers here. There's always somebody who hasn't seen. I'm sure there's somebody here who hasn't seen Endgame. So we're not even going to talk about that. I'm sure there's somebody here who hasn't even seen Infinity War. Might be somebody here who never saw Ragnarok. And on and on and on down the list. So we don't really talk about what happens in the movies. If you want to say you liked it or you didn't, fine. But if you want to say this is why these things happen in the movie and this is why I don't like it, then we're not going to do that. We're going to discourage that at all costs. What else happened last week? My buddy's moving out of town, one of my D&D party. He's just gonna call it in. I never got to see him anyways. I'm always busy and he's always busy. Everybody's always busy. See, Grey Wizzy hasn't seen any of the movies I mentioned. Apparently has seen Guardians of the Galaxy though, so maybe if you want to have a private conversation with Grey Wizzy, you can talk about Star-Lord. But yeah. I often it crosses my mind that if we're gonna keep doing these streams, I should do like a format thing where like I take questions from you guys in advance, or we do a theme that we talk about, or I don't know, something fun and interactive. But then it always ends up coming around to the morning of, and I don't do it, and then I feel bad, but. I think I'm trying to make this as low maintenance as possible, in that if it's less work to produce, it's easier to just jump on. I literally was working up until 1 minute before 10:29 and before 10:30, so that means that I have to spend less time figuring out how to do this and just do it. A theme would be cool. Where is PGC? I don't know. Honestly, I think she might be under the bed. I think she's under the bed right now. I don't see her. She's not in the window. She's mad at me because I closed the door because it screws up the lighting when I have the door open. So I had to go and close the door, and she ran away. Well, If she comes out, I'll let you see her. Bill lost his cat again. I did. That's what cats do. They hide. They hide a lot. They're like little varmints, running around, going where the hell they want to go. Never really talked about Comic-Con, I guess. So, for anyone who is like trying to get to San Diego Comic-Con, I feel bad because people are like, wow, you got to go to Comic-Con, like, but it's like, yeah, but I didn't really go to Comic-Con, nor have I gone to Comic-Con and really done it in a few years. Like, it's not a fun time for me anymore. But it's funny, we met when I was down there working on these after parties for Comic-Con. We went to eat at Cheesecake Factory in San Diego, and there was a waiter who was like, yeah, I'm from New Jersey and I go to New York Comic-Con. He's like, I go every year and I live in San Diego now, but I've never made it out there in like the 5 years he's lived there. And he's like, it's like my dream, and I don't know how to get a ticket, and I try, and it's too expensive, or they're unavailable or whatever. And I had spent the last 3 days just like in a nightclub during the day, moving things around and taping things to walls and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I got a pass for this con in my pocket, and I just gave it to him. And I was like, here, listen, go check it out. Tomorrow's Friday. Take your day off, go enjoy the con, or your afternoon off and go enjoy the con. And then if you want to get my pass back, just come and meet me at the nightclub that night, and we'll let you into the after party. And that was offered by Elvin from Nerdbot. But that was like the highlight of my con, was just being like, here, go, it's new to you, go enjoy yourself. Yeah, it's stuff like that where it's like, I could have been in Hall H and seen all the Marvel stuff, and I could have been in the middle of the floor when they did the costume contest or big photo shoot or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, I'd rather have just like kind of given somebody the opportunity that they wanted to do by like being like, hey, cool, go do your thing, man. Like, I hope you have a good time. And that means more to me than getting an autograph. Although there's one thing at Comic-Con I regretted: not getting a Spawn t-shirt. Spawn 300 is coming out soon, and Todd McFarlane's working on a new Spawn movie, and they had these awesome t-shirts for sale, and I didn't get one, and god damn it. I've been looking for a shirt like that since I was in high school, and I didn't go into the con to get one. It's fine. I'm going to Walker Stalker Con. Oh, I'll bet you'll see Candace there, Kelly. You should talk to Nerdy Nicole. She's at all the Walking Dead stuff. If your social media name is Loki Hates You, does that make your cat Lokitty Hates You? No, she loves you. She's a little nervous about you because she doesn't know who you are. But if you start petting her, she'd love you. Straight up. That's another thing I'm thinking about, aside from the format change for the stream, is I'd like to change my cosplay name. I don't particularly like having the word hate involved with my persona anymore. I thought it was funny and like a joke at first, and it is. I mean, it's still funny when I introduce myself, and they're like, oh, how can I follow you? And I'm like, Loki Hates You. And it's like, ah, ha, 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 la, 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 la. But, I don't know. There's so many people who take their hatred seriously out there and who are making a lifestyle out of it. I don't want to be kind of bunched in with that. But, whatever. I'm really excited because the package is coming in the mail today. Inside is a Loki Funko Pop keychain. Oh, that's cool. Harmon and Rose. I hope that it's everything that you imagine. Which Batman movie is your favorite? Batman movie. Favorite Batman movie? Dark Knight Rises? Dark Knight? I don't know, the one with the Joker, let's say. The Batman movies were fun, but I'm not like a big Batman head. I like drawing Batman, he's fun to draw, but yeah, that Joker movie was good. Speaking of which, I saw the trailer for the new Joker movie that's coming out. That's another one where it's like, in the world today, do we need a movie that justifies the slow descent into madness, like becoming a serial killer? Like, it's just gonna lead to more people being obsessed with this maniac who is like, oh no, he's free. In his madness, he's free to like do the things he wants to do, and it's like, no, he's a person who needed help a long time ago and then slipped over an edge, and now he's this monster, and that's, you know, not something I think to be glorified or again, justified. So I'm not gonna be too happy when people start going nuts over the new Joker movie, even if it's a really good movie. Like, I think it's a pretty dangerous concept to play with. Your mental health, your treatable mental health conditions, if left untended, will make you stronger. I think that's sort of the feeling that I get from some of the Joker people and the Harley people. Is like, oh, if I just keep going crazier and crazier, people will like fear and respect me because I have the power of like unbridled violence on my side. So that stuff, that's what makes me nervous. I'm gonna meet Norman Reedus. That'll be cool, Kelly. What do you think about the Jane version of Thor, the female? I think it'll be really fun. Suramya, I think they've done such a great job with a lot of the characters, and specifically Taika Waititi made such a fun movie out of Ragnarok, which was insane. Like an insane concept for a movie. However, you know, Phase 4 is gonna be a whole new line of movies, and I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do as good of a job on them, but I hope they will. Goodbye, Kelly. I actually have to go as well because we're about done. I feel like a therapist. Our time is done here. So yeah, we're gonna do another one later today. They're gonna make a Loki TV show, Grey Wizzy. It's gonna be even longer than a movie, and they'll give them more time. They'll give them time to move around. Okay. But you guys have a great afternoon and night and whatever, and I will see you soon. Until then, miss you, love you, bye. Be good to one another, and don't stop believing. Don't stop streaming. We're gonna do some streaming.